Today's recipe is quite close to Vince. It's his mother's own recipe.
And it was a Thursday night dinner every week. My mom's pasta marinara, or mia mamma pasta alla marinara.
Just watch this episode. Hi, this is Connie, with another quick and tasty pasta dish that your gang will enjoy.
And hi, this is Vince.
Welcome to A Quick Recipe. We'll give the list of ingredients later in this episode, but as we always suggest, do your prep work in advance. It makes it flow so much better.
Let's get started. We're dicing instead of mincing or slicing our 5 cloves of garlic. Less if that's your preference, so that the flavor permeates throughout the sauce without being too overpowering. We're dicing 1 large sweet onion for the same reason. The difference between dicing versus mincing is that dicing allows fewer enzymes to be released. By dicing, the fragrance and flavor are realized due to the chemical reaction dicing causes, but not as overbearing as when mincing. Now add extra virgin olive oil to a saucepan that has been preheated to low-medium heat. The oil should cover the entire bottom of the pan. Once the oil is up to temp, add your onion. The onion goes in first because it will take a little longer to cook up properly. The heat should be low-medium heat so that the onion cooks slowly, which gives it a sweeter flavor and a more aromatic presence, rather than a high heat that produces more bitterness. Next we add 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. This will give us another level, or layer of fat, along with the olive oil. Fat is one of the elements that adds flavor to a dish. A teaspoon of Calabrian chili paste adds a little heat, which is quite often an underlying flavor that makes a dish more appealing. But guests usually don't realize why. And still another layer of seasoning with 1 tablespoon of coarse black pepper. Don't be afraid of it being too spicy. That's where home cooks fail, by under-seasoning. Now the fresh garlic goes in. But remember to adjust to a low-medium heat so the garlic doesn't burn. High heat ruins garlic by making it bitter. When your onion and garlic start to be translucent, open up a spot in the center of the saucepan, and add 6 ounces of tomato paste. Allow the tomato paste to brown a little so that it also takes on the other flavors already in the pan. Add 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. You can adjust it to taste, but if you want some depth in flavor, use a full tablespoon. We're using a 28-ounce can of whole San Marzano tomatoes that we've pureed. But feel free to use the canned tomatoes of your choice, like diced tomatoes. Now 2 tablespoons of dried basil. See how the layers of flavors are building up.
Take a moment to subscribe to our Quick Recipe channel and give us a like.
It makes it possible to create more episodes for you. And a tablespoon of dried oregano. If you have it, use Mexican oregano. It has a deeper and more aromatic character than normal oregano. Make sure that you're using fresh herbs and spices, which haven't been sitting in the cabinet since Adam and Eve were dating. Now we're dropping the pasta into a gallon of water that has been salted with a half cup of kosher salt. The rule of thumb for salting water is 2 tablespoons for every quart of water. And remember to give it a good stir from time to time. A trick that my mother always used to lessen the tartness of the tomatoes was to add a tablespoon of cane sugar to her sauce. It really reduces the acidity of the tomatoes. Hand tear a half cup of fresh basil at the point that the sauce is almost finished. We don't want the basil to boil, but just wilt so that it remains at its most aromatic level. We're adding a half cup to a cup of water from the pasta. The starchy water not only thickens and adds flavor, but actually binds the pasta to the sauce. Now that the pasta is nearly done, we're going to add it directly into the sauce. We don't want to strain the pasta, but just add it to the sauce so that the starchy coating on the pasta, which acts almost like glue, and causes the sauce to adhere to the pasta. Meanwhile, the pasta will continue to cook while stirring it in. Fully toss the pasta in the sauce to make sure that the pasta is completely coated in sauce. The pasta we're using is penne rigate. Penne rigate has ridges and cavities that help to hold onto the sauce. Here's the list of ingredients for my mom's pasta marinara. 1 large sweet onion diced. Extra virgin olive oil. 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. 1 teaspoon Calabrian chili paste. 1 tablespoon coarse black pepper. 4 to 5 cloves of diced fresh garlic. 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste. 1 tablespoon garlic powder. 1 28-ounce can of San Marzano tomatoes. 2 tablespoons of dried basil. 1 tablespoon dried oregano. 1 tablespoon of cane sugar. 1 pound of your favorite pasta. A half cup of fresh basil. And some parmigiano reggiano cheese to finish the dish off. You can review the list in the Show More section below.
Now it's time to plate it up. Isn't it beautiful?
Look at all that delicious pasta. Now that's real traditional Italian cooking.
And the final touch, a little of the parmigiano reggiano. Bon appétit! Here are a few more tips and recipes that you may find interesting. Also, check out our website, aquickRecipe.com, for more interesting cooking ideas.
Thanks for watching. See you next time on our YouTube channel, A Quick Recipe.